All right, so what we got here today, it's going to be myself, Alpine Sniper, and I've got my good buddy here, 209 Repo. And we're going to go ahead and break down this trailer that came out, what's going to be now yesterday when you guys watch this. But we're going to go ahead, break it down, point out the things that we do and mainly do not like. Repo, you want to go ahead and say hello for everybody?
What's up, guys?
What you're seeing here is I've got the trailer pulled up on your screen, and we are going to go scene by scene and break this down and kind of point out the things that are either inaccuracies or things that we're hoping don't bleed over into what ends up being the final product of update 15 releasing on July 18th.
Oh, it's gonna be so bad.
Yeah. So some of the things I know that as of right now, there's a lot of negativity out there. Hopefully the devs are taking some of these things to heart. And with this, we hope to address some of those specific issues so that they are documented at a video level and not just flying around on social media platforms like Reddit or the Discord channels. All right, so what we're going to go ahead and start rolling the clip. And as we go, this is literally just going to be a breakdown critique, and we will start with the very beginning of the trailer.
And you are about to embark upon the great crusade towards which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the...
So, yeah.
First things first.
So first things first, right? Obviously, the historical inaccuracies, you're never going to see a guy jump out of an aircraft with a loose MG belt around his neck.
Yeah, the uniform level is bad. It's not 101st. It's not 82nd. That was brought to my attention pretty early on, and now I can't get it out of my head.
The world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you.
And see, honestly, right here, like the plane coming in, like I think the beginning of this trailer, like I really wasn't trying to nitpick anything. I was really just trying to enjoy the trailer. And at the beginning, honestly, the plane flying in with the troops in it, I really didn't have an issue with overall. I think overall it's pretty cool as long as you're not trying to get into the weeds.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Like at the very beginning, I was like, okay, this is gonna be cool.
I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to duty.
All right. I can't. I just can't. It's I can't.
So
it's the Eisenhower speech.
Yeah, that's something that caught my attention, and I think a lot of people's right off the bat. I don't know, the voice acting for me, it was a miss. I feel like either getting just the actual historical speech to play or somebody maybe with a little bit more authoritative voice would have been better. I don't know. One thing I do like is I'm always a fan of when you can implement history, even if it's on a just a superficial level. So like seeing the map over there, looking over the actual location of the German battery, I think that's cool.
Right, but they set the bar so high for this when they have this. This was a scene in Band of Brothers, essentially, is what they're displaying right here. If I'm
100%, this is a very well.
They set the bar really high.
A very well-known engagement. It's been well documented. Everybody knows who was there, who did what. It's on my favorite TV show ever, The Band of Brothers. You can't mess this up.
Skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck, and let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God.
So another thing that caught me, and this is obviously an issue ongoing, there's no chin straps. If you're jumping out of an airplane, you're gonna have a chin strap.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Upon this great and noble undertaking.
Like all this, super cool. Like I don't mind any of this.
Yeah, the cinematic's cool, and the red parachutes. Why? And can you roll that back for just a second? Okay. Okay, right there.
Yeah.
What is that?
I saw that too, dude.
What is that?
You got 1, 2, and 3 trees, and you've got an obvious 1, 2, 3 set piece sandbags, an asset, and then it looks like just blank space.
Absolutely nothing.
Which is kind of weird because like I can't tell exactly what that is, but I can tell you it's not that.
Right.
But maybe, well, I guess it, okay.
I mean,
Yeah, it pans out there a little bit, but I mean, even still,
It-
you can tell this is a very curated area right here.
on a game where the maps have so much detail,
Right.
right?
And Hell Let Loose,
Why is this
Hell
in a
Let Loose is
trailer?
known for its maps.
Right. The historically accurate maps. Like that's we've all seen, how the maps are laid out, and then you can actually overlay them onto
Mm-hmm.
actual maps.
Right.
Like
Those are people already in place right here.
yeah. And then I believe that's even some in the center of the screen as well, behind the trees.
Yeah, that's probably that German opening scene where they all come towards the camera. So this is what kind of got me concerned, right, about the game mode itself. Is this game mode going to be like, here's your X objective, and everybody starts, down here in this area, and you've got invisible wall, so you've got the Call of Duty just laying right up the middle, and you don't have that Hell Let Loose ability to encircle and flank from any direction. Like, is it just going to be run up the gut and it turns into a meat grinder, and whoever can shoot and drop shot the best wins? That's part of what I really enjoy about Hell Let Loose is you don't always have to be the best shooter. Sometimes you can win the fight by your
concealment,
your
in
problem
bushes.
solving, and your concealment and your cover. And there's multiple ways to win in Hell Let Loose besides just being able to click your mouse better.
Right. No, there absolutely is, but I don't know. I mean, that's going to be something that we're going to have to see how it unfolds.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's just, I hope it's not foreshadowing that it's literally just a meat grind, like Red Rover, start here, push here, and hopefully the enemy doesn't kill you every time. Looking here, obviously, we've got a huge issue, which you'll see later on. The red parachutes, which is an obvious, it's the parachute from the Airheads.
Right.
It's a huge oversight, in my opinion. And maybe they went for like kind of the eye-popping red wow factor of the red parachute, but it defies logic of using a color that's going to attract attention. Here we are. Like, I mean, again, all these red parachutes, like, obviously it's cool for the scene, I guess, if you want to say, but in terms of reality of what you want to see, those parachutes are not going to be a bright red.
And what about the plane flying right through all the paratroopers,
I could say there's plausible chance of that happening. Maybe the plane is dodging fire. Maybe these guys are jumping out of a plane that was hit above them, and they're missing their mark. I'll role play into that, but you can't role play a cherry red. In all seriousness, that plane is on a crash course, but whatever. Okay, so
broken ankles.
Yeah, huge issue right here. And this is something like I just don't understand. This goes for movies. This goes for video games. It's not hard to find either someone that served in the military or a hobbyist that really enjoys being historically accurate. But if you are parachuting and you hit the ground with your feet separated like this, and then not only does he hit like this, which is just, I mean, that's gonna wreck you already. He hits and then shoots backwards.
Right.
That's broken. That's femurs. That's your
everything.
knees. That's your back. I mean, that face right there would be accurate.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. He's not.
that face is more accurate. That face is accurate for how he would feel, and he would also be out of the fight though. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Is you would be a floating casualty, and a pain in the ass for the rest of the guys on the ground if you forget your training and land like that.
Can we also mention that they weren't parachuting in the daytime?
Yeah, we can mention that. But and for the trailer being able to see
for the cinematic,
yeah, and
I can look past that.
They also said, I believe, that this map will be played at day and at night and in the morning, so we'll let them have it. I won't nick him on that because there will be a night variant, and you do have to be able to show a trailer. So I'll let him have that.
Okay.
Here we are. We're at the battery. First of all, the guns at Breakcourt were not angled like this. They were angled up to be able to rain down onto the beaches that were several miles away. Like I said, I'm not going to nitpick too much on that. But that this scene is, I don't know. It's not what Breakcourt looked like either. So
yeah.
Anyways, here we are. Everybody has landed. This plane magically just had a great landing.
That glider. Yeah.
This one did not. These sandbags were very nicely placed, I guess, by the Germans to help any enemy that were advancing to have some cover and concealment. That was very nice of them. The choice here of where you can see foliage, right? You got some kind of literally there's like this cutoff line, like right here. You've got a background and some foliage, and you got a building asset. You got some trees, and then all of a sudden it's like this is like some stage area of like a play. It's like there's a spotlight showing on this area. Like there's no grass other than just like the colors of what's on the ground. And our main character is nicely lit up. That was nice of him, so we know exactly where to look. These guys are taking some very extreme angles on these sandbag covers from what do you say, a good 20 to 30 meters?
Probably, yeah.
These guys back here are taking wonderful use of their cover from this distance, and this guy decides he's going to be on the cover and not use it at all.
There you go.
Okay, we'll move on from here, I guess. I guess everybody else already dumped their parachutes. We only got one here. He's gonna magically, this little jump bag is going to produce
tiny little leg bag. Yeah, it's going to produce a Garand.
Yeah, M1 Garand. There it is. Because and here we go. We got
dolphin dive.
The dolphin dive. Is he carrying
with a Browning?
No, I didn't even realize that was a Browning until just now. Okay.
All right.
I didn't even I thought he had a BAR when I was watching this the first time.
It gets worse and worse.
Okay. Got the infamous one of a handful infamous issues with this trailer. It rears its head right here. On the right hand side, we have floating the T-pose arms, and like I'm so confused.
Yeah, I don't understand how that made
it. This guy's like a freaking munchkin. I don't know what he's doing right here. Very tactical of him, and I guess everybody around the lazy commander is running but him. I don't know if he's surprised or upset, or I mean, they built sandbags for him, so I'm assuming they thought they were going to show up at some point. So another thing with this trailer is the weapons handling in this. It's like
completely different.
Yeah, our game doesn't look like this when we're running. Like the weapon, you don't really see all.
Never
of this.
See that.
You don't see all of this. It's very it's very like widescreen of it almost. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why they couldn't do gameplay right there.
Yeah, and we're nobody's engaged in battle yet, and yet we need a reload. So either he wasn't prepared, he's dicking around. Oh, there's a magic. Look at that thing. That magazine's not even in his hand. Look at that. It just floats into the.
Oh my goodness! I never noticed that.
It just floats right in there. But like he's going to battle apparently unprepared. That he needs a mag change before he even does anything. So
wasn't he T-pose back there?
Yes, he was. This is the
at the
second,
very beginning.
This is one of the other, I think it's the second major thing that people notice right at the beginning for like a frame or two. T-pose.
Yeah.
T-pose right into it.
Yeah.
I don't mind the scene. I'll even cut him a break other than just quality control there. Like that should have just been like that one frame should have been seen and cropped out.
But now it's nighttime.
Well, they spent a lot of time setting up and putting their parachutes away. Yeah, here he goes. This is Lieutenant Spears. No, I don't super mind the launching animation.
It looks cool. I mean, for something like this, I mean, I get it, right?
Yeah, I don't super mind it. The neck kind of the body distortion.
Yeah,
is there's a little bit there's a little giraffe neck or something going on there. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks weird frame by frame.
Yeah, but overall, like if you watch it, it doesn't look terrible. He's balls to the wall to the enemy with no weapon whatsoever.
So let's go back and hear the best voice acting in this clip.
Is this it? Oh, this is that.
Yes, this is it.
And this is probably the biggest. This goes back to what we were talking about with like the Eisenhower speech, the voice acting. It's awful. It really is. It detracts from any sort of visual fidelity or gameplay that you're showing off because it's so glaring on how bad it is.
Keep moving! We've taken a German opening!
Please.
Oh man.
Please, like this is probably that voice line is probably going to go down in Hell Let Loose lore forever. Like that's going to be memed on.
Keep moving!
Forever.
We've taken a German opening!
I can't. Yeah, so something I can't tell what's going on here, but this asset, this artillery piece, there's something funky. It looks like it's floating. I don't know if the walls of the trench are too high and they needed this to be able to stick out over the top.
There is something weird there. I can't put my finger on it exactly.
Yeah, something ain't adding up here, because if this shadow is this shadow, how is the sunlight like? Because there's the wheels and like because like the wheel stops right here, but the bottom of the wheel shadow is right there.
Just doesn't make any sense.
Something's not adding up here, like geometrically. It's not.
Yeah, it definitely looks off.
I don't know. I'm almost certain it's been elevated just so it can stick out over the top of this, which really, really good formation here. This is what you call death. There's no base of fire. There's no bounding. I don't know. This is just literally just like, see how many casualties we can get. Kind of how many Purple Hearts can we rack up right here?
Looks pretty bad. Oh my god.
And so for me, this is so leading up until this point, when I first watched this is where I lost my ability to even enjoy this trailer. I thought I did a double take when this happened. When I first saw this, I did a double take because I was like, wait, is that a new gun? Like I thought I was seeing, because there's a lot of motion blur in this trailer. Oh, there's a clipping of the hand right here.
Oh, yep. There's
a nice clear still right there. When I first saw this, I thought that this was a new gun because all the motion blur and stuff. Before, like this was like the first 2 seconds that I saw that this is the first appearance of the M1 Garand in a first person view. I thought this was a new gun. I did a double take, and immediately like there's a pretty clear problem between the rear aperture and the clip.
Yeah.
Unless this is some kind of brand new technology
Extendo, man.
Yeah, the Extendo mag for the M1 Garand. Yeah, which the only way you're going to be able to hit your target is either just a massive fires and you get lucky, or maybe you're turning this sideways and you're going to throw some desk pops at them.
Where'd that sandbag asset come from, and why is it in the middle of a field?
This is like an Unreal asset right here. It looks like an Unreal asset. Like they just got it from some store and we're like, hey, we need sandbags. Like, okay. A tactical issue that we've got here. The only guy that should be even lining up to send supportive fire downrange should not be this guy. Should not be this guy. This guy might be dead. I can't tell what's going on here. He's either prone or I don't know. But the only guy that should be shooting or lining up a shot right now is this guy, because he actually has cover. These guys should be fucking sprinting. Another thing here, you get some very barren. I don't if you've ever watched Band of Brothers and you saw the Breakcore, like this isn't what it looked like. Something else I noticed too is like look right here while I play it. There's some running kind of shadow. I don't know. It's like part of his shadow, kind of not. One thing I do like is a better because the muzzle flashes right now in game are pretty horrible, but that one's better. And tactically, this guy actually the first person view is doing what he's supposed to be doing. Really, so here we are. People have been saying a lot. This one, I don't know if it's just the angle, but that bullet would have a hard time getting to that. You know what? No. Yes, it is. This is the same asset turned.
Rotated. Yep.
It's the same asset rotated. I just don't know how that makes it through QC. Oh my god. Anyways,
it's so bad.
Yeah, we can't beat that anymore. Okay, let's take a look, see what's here. I guess at the beginning with the what is it? You got the commander watching all these guys paratroop in. I guess the Germans still weren't ready at this point, so they're still getting into position, even though this one guy has been here long enough that he's just taken a seat. I hate this.
I can't get over it
with a fiery passion. Okay, so I'm pretty sure if I rewind this a little bit, I'm going to see something I don't like. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yep.
Quite the so let's turn the corner and fuck the easy shot.
Right.
We're gonna go ahead and line up and then leave him for this guy up here, which in all reality this guy's not aiming at you and this one is, so it's a better shot, but like let's be honest, like you're not making that shot.
No.
And that guy goes this guy goes watch this. This guy goes flying.
Right. Rifle's not even shouldered.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like he got banished. This guy's a useless teammate. Probably first day.
Right.
Also, a really good hip fire shot from him. Because his rifle's down here. His line of sight's up here, so... Yeah. And I guess this guy's the main character, so he can just walk through the battlefield. The other main character. And they have that, you know what? They have the asset for the German officer's cap. Would have been a great time to use it.
I hate that logo.
I don't really mind the logo. I may just need some taking used to since we're so used to the old one. But I don't really mind it. Any final thoughts? I think we hit on almost everything.
It's rough. It's really rough.
Yeah. If you're gonna give it, you want to do a 1 through 10, or you want to do a through?
I can't even give it a 1. I mean, it's just, to me, it's so poorly made and lazy. Really, I mean, it's if you look back at all the other trailers, like they're so good.
Here's something interesting, right? If you look at this end screen, what I've read is that this Cover 6 Studios has been the outsource for Team 17 to be the developer on the gameplay side of things. So are we mad here? Are we mad here? Or are we mad collectively?
Team 17 is the sign off.
Yeah. Which clearly,
I mean they're the publisher.
And see, here's another thing. I don't know if we have I'm sure there's people that are on this project that are passionate about making a decent product, but I don't know.
I'm sure.
I don't know if we don't have a person at the right level that is passionate about what is correct and what is good for the game. Like this for me, I know other people are mad about a lot of things in this trailer, but this right here, I just like.
Yeah.
What is this? A Bren gun? So we're kind of getting to that point where we're starting to see repetitive issues where it's like, this issue over here isn't that big of a deal. This issue over here is kind of annoying. And then at the end of the day, we've got a handful of issues that add up to a bigger issue because these things should have been caught in production. And it's becoming a recurring theme. Like we've now had update 13.5, which introduced issues like the reload glitch, right? Among other things. It was considered a health update, and yet I would say that the game ended up in a worse state than it started. Update 14 didn't, and all, like, it introduced the British, but
it brought content.
It brought, but did it really? Like, I don't feel like a whole new faction. Like when the Russians came, like I was like, okay, like this definitely feels like a different faction. The only thing I can say about the British is that they get their ass handed to them, and they're weak because of the weapon sway issues, the inaccuracy issues on the rifles. Like,
right,
the British came in and they did them pretty dirty, in my opinion. If it's a rifle, a main battle rifle, so the Gewehr's, the M1 Garands, the Kar 98s, the Mosins, the whatever British rifle that they gave them, the P14, those need to be one-hit kills within 300 meters. It needs to be. There's too many engagements, like at a bolt action level, where you have to, you lose line of sight. You have to, rechamber another round, and then get your line of sight again on the enemy. Where at this point we've now got a 15% speed increase, and people are Call of Duty diving all over the place. It's ridiculous how hard it needs to, like, you have to literally be perfect shooting at all times to put down anybody beyond 200 meters. It's on Team 17 to not rush this.
Right.
Oh,
look
at this. I just realized this. That this artillery piece is firing multiple times during this. Where's their ammo? Where's the ammunition?
Yeah.
There's no shells for them to shoot. There's lots of spent ones, but where's the okay. Anyways. All right. I think that has covered our basis as where we feel this trailer has put us. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate it. If you guys have any comments or things that you feel like were missed in this video, leave it in the comments below. And until then, I will see you all on the battlefield. Stay frosty.